All right, so I was on the phone with the electric company, and basically, I was calling to like handle all the billing and the account setup. And
so, you know, they try to put it on different dates so you forget.
Yeah,
they get low extra fees and stuff.
They like the fees because they change the dates. I'm like, can I just have it on the same date every month? And she's like, oh no, I don't think so. And she was like, she's like an older lady, not old, but like probably 50s, 60s, that had like a little. She
was older than 50s, 60s.
No, she was 60s.
She's around late 60s, maybe early 70s.
No, not 70s. She wouldn't be working like that.
Well,
no. But anyway, so she's like reminds me of the lady that's like, she didn't say anything rude, but she has some like backhanded like attitude. So you'll see in the way like we describe this. But basically, I called and she's like,
okay, so what date would you like? And then he goes, I don't know, like the 7th. She's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, she's like, I was like, okay, give me a date. Like, what dates can I choose? Can I, like, is it better the end of the month? Is it better the beginning of the month? She's like, well, sir, it's up to you. She's like, you pick the date and I put in the request. I'm like,
you're like,
but
okay,
what's better? Like, what would be better?
It's like, okay, well, I mean, would it be like a different amount? She's like, no, it depends on what you use. It's usage or whatever. It's like, okay, so it's only usage, right? I want to make sure there was no extra fee.
Yeah, because I assume that they would be like, oh no, you choose to pick this date, so you pay an extra fee for us to whatever. Or on the other hand, I wanted to see what day of the month, because then the cycle, like, you know, you would get billed. Like, let's say, for example, you start your service the beginning of the month, you complete the billing the end of the month, right? So that's what I'm thinking, because if you're just paying the first week of the month, at least for the first bill, then you're just paying a little bit. So I wanted to make sure I was at the end of the cycle, but I guess that's not how they do things. So she's like, okay, let me put in your request. I'm gonna call you back. I was like, okay, when should I expect a call? You know, because we're running errands. I was like, when should I expect a call? She's like,
no, I'm gonna call you right back.
She's like, I'm gonna call you right back. What, 5 to 10 minutes? I'm like, okay. I'm just asking. Like, I want to make sure. I told her I want to make sure that I'm not missing the call. But that's how it was. Like the whole time, I'm like trying to figure out, like, get these answers, and she's like all over the place. Yeah. It kind of reminded me of that. What's that lady from The Incredibles?
She reminded me more of.
Kind of reminded me of her.
She reminded me more of like one of the older political figures, but yeah.
But hey, that's just what we're dealing with today. But yeah, guys, let us know if we should tell more stories throughout the day like that. We just want to check in with you guys and give you guys that story that we're just laughing about. We're like, what is even going on?
And then he asked again. I was like, oh god, here we go.
I just want to make sure, because as long as it's recorded, then we're good. But because they record the calls. But anyway, guys, yeah, that was what we it's only 9:30. We're dealing with that so far today. So many more to come, I'm sure.